morning, all, and good morning, student, and good morning for Mr. Uday. Welcome to today's international guest lecture. My name is Niken Rianti, lecturer at Informatics Department, Universitas Teknologi Bandung, and I'll be your moderator as well as host for today's session. We are very delighted to have all of you here in this meaningful session. Today, we'll be discussing a very relevant and exciting topic, Introduction to UX Design Solution in Current Market Trends 2025. Yeah. As we all know, UX design plays a crucial role in shaping products and services that meet both user expectation and industry demands. And in this rapidly changing market, having the right UX solution is no longer optional. It's essential. Teman-teman, jadi UX itu kan sekarang udah sangat ini ya, udah sangat kita perhatikan banget gitu. Sekarang dikit-dikit aplikasi nggak enak dilihat kita malas pakai. Dikit-dikit kalau susah dipakai kita tinggalin, cari yang pakainya lebih mudah. Jadi si UX tuh perannya sepenting itu gitu ya di dalam perkembangan teknologi saat ini khususnya karena sekarang kan lagi marak-maraknya juga makin banyak gitu ya si pengembangan aplikasi, digitalisasi yang sudah pasti UX yang berhubungan juga sama UI itu pasti sangat diperhatikan gitu karena nantinya berhubungan sama user experience customer experience yang dilalui sama pengguna-pengguna kita. Maka dari itu, webinar hari ini hadir untuk memberikan eh apa ya perkenalan gitu ya dari si UX ini untuk teman-teman di UTB dari pakarnya. Oke. It is my great pleasure to introduce our distinguished guest speaker today, Mr. Uday Sankar Pathak from EXL Service India. Give applause, virtual applause. Good morning, Mr. Uday. My name is Niken. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to have you here. Mr. Pathak has extensive more than 20 years experience in IT industry ya, teman-teman. So, in this field, digital solution and design innovation, making him the perfect person to guide us through this important topic. Okay, before the session, before we start, let me remind you of few housekeeping rules. This lecture will be conducted online via Zoom and also streamed at the YouTube UTB. And please make sure to keep your microphone muted during this presentation. If you have questions, please write them in the comment section, chat box section, or you can raise your hand and you can ask Mr. Uday directly with a microphone, yeah. So unmute your microphone if you want to ask him directly. It's okay. And we will address them during the Q&A session. After the presentation, you can also use bahasa if you can speak in English. And I will help you to translate it to Mr. Uday. Okay. Now, without further ado, let us warmly welcome Mr. Uday Sankar Pathak. Sir, this screen is yours.
So, hello, good morning to everyone. I'm really glad and honored to be here with you. And we will talk about today's session, something that affects your everyday life, even you don't realize it. And that is user experience, or we simply call UX design. So I hope you will enjoy and you will get this session worthy and you will be getting knowledge and enhance your knowledge towards user experience. So let's start with the, actually before starting, I just wanted to know how many of you have tried to book any train ticket or online or registration on any websites like insurance, food delivery app, tour and travels website, or any medical service, even any mobile app, and felt completely lost or frustrated. Can you please raise any hand? So, just I wanted to know that how many of you have got the such a experience in past.
Any of you guys, can you raise your hand yang punya pengalaman experience about? Can you repeat? Sir?
About insurance, about any websites or
Oh, any websites?
website or any app application, mobile application which you using and getting frustrated, not getting your objective during the use.
Oke, ada yang punya pengalaman apa? Lihat atau pakai aplikasi yang kurang enak gitu, yang kurang enak tampilannya, yang kurang enak dipakai, boleh ngacung. Raise hand aja di situnya, boleh raise hand. Karena kan kita ini masuknya ke UI UX ya, jadi pasti itu akan sangat di apa namanya relate ya. Boleh raise hand buat yang mengalami aplikasi apa pakai aplikasi tapi kurang bagus lah ya. Ada yang mau raise hand? Udah nggak akan ditanya sih kayaknya raise hand aja nggak apa-apa tuh guys. Maybe our student is really shy, Mr. Uday, so they want to raise the hand in this virtual meeting, I think.
So definitely we during the very websites or visiting websites or getting things like getting product which is we are going to use. Suppose we are using mobile and we are not able to find any uh, feature. That is what I need to say. That frustration is not your fault. It is a UX issue. What actually I am trying to convey you. That issue is not your issue. That frustration is your truly genuine. That issue is UX issue, user experience issue. Because UX is about preventing those bad experiences and creating smoother and more human-centered digital interaction. So that is what we will talk today. We will understand about the UX design, UI design, and customer experience design. We will touch. So maybe in a single para, I would say like UX design is a process of designing products, usually digital ones, with the user in mind. It is about making things useful, usable, and enjoyable for the people who interact. So let's move on the topic. And I'm going to so so this is can you see my slide which I'm sharing?
No, we can't see your slide. Do you have any trouble in share screen or no? I will help you share the
Yes.
screen.
Actually, it's my
Okay.
mistake. I have not shared. No.
Okay.
Is it
Now,
visible?
yes, it is visible.
Okay. Well, so let's move on the topic today's. So this is what topic we are going to discuss today. UX design, where we will talk about emotion, intelligence, and adaptability of any product or application. So I have introduced myself. Already Nikita has introduced me. Sorry if I'm pronouncing the name incorrect. So I am Uday Shankar Pathak. I have been working as a UX designer and researcher for over 20 years in the IT industry and helping to create digital experience in making things or application real differences for the business. I have worked with prominent companies like Capgemini, past, and from I have been working with the EXL from past 8 years as a UX consultant. So this is about me. Now we are moving in the topic where we will understand the UX. So as I said, like UX, we are talking about here in this presentation, the fundamental of UX design, psychology of a user, and the things which we cover during the implementation or design trends, digital shape, and all about the experience while designing any product or application. So what a UX designer keeps all these things as a guideline before design. We will cover all those disciplines in this session. So I have also translated few here. So, so today's agenda, we were moving in this journey and touching the place where what is UX design, to who is UX design. Second, we will talk about psychology of user, where we will understand the user psychology, how they are behave, their emotion, their attachment while using any product. Third one is UI, UX, and CX differences, and some case studies also we will discuss it. Fourth one is design principle, where we will follow some guidelines, actually that is standards during the design, and some guidelines, standard guidelines is there, which we follow and use in the design. Fifth, we will talk about the latest trends. We will see some examples how earlier design was in the past and now in this 2025 era, AI Gen era, the design trends is totally different and moving towards the ease of using user for the user. Last one is usability matrix. If you have designed something, how you will come to know that that design is fulfilling the business objective or user objectives. So there is some certain guides, rules, guides which measure the effective about the product and objective of the product. So we will talk about the measurement, how we will measure in this usability matrix. So this is the first topic. What is UX design? So let's move here. What is UX design? As we know that user experience, when we talk to any individuals, like if we exploring any product or websites and targeting to register anything. So UX design lays there. So as we in a technical term, the user experience, therefore how individual feels when they utilize the product or service. While every interaction with any object generates a user experience, UX designers are primarily concerned with how people interact with digital products such as website, application, and systems. And any product, even if you are using a teacup or a water bottle, if you are carrying a water bottle, that is a UX. There is a UX. That might be that things is looking pretty, but that not if that pretty things are not fulfilling your objectives or goals, there is something issue, and that issue is a UX issue. So Here, beyond visual appeal, like we talk about UX design is not just about making interface visually appealing. It is holistic process that brings research, strategy, design thinking, and ongoing evaluation to create user-centered solution. Actually, that pretty things is not fulfilling your, not giving any solution to your objective that is useless for you. But if anything which is not looking good, but still fulfilling all your solution, giving solution, all your objective, you are satisfied with them, then you will carry a good experience. So the goal is to create products that are not only visually appealing, but also functional, accessible, and meaningful to the user. So I hope you all are understanding. Am I? Should I go further? So here we will talk seven pillars. There is a seven factors is there, standard factors for the user experience. If any product is usability, findable, easy, credible, trustable, desirable, accessible, valuable, and useful. That seven factors matter for any product. And this is the base foundation of any product or any application. This requires examining seven fundamental factors influence how users perceive and interact with digital products. Findable content and features are easy to locate through navigate or search. If you are searching something on a website and you are not able to find where is that product, suppose you want to understand, you want to register your on a website, and you are not finding the registration action button, so that is not useful. Easy to use, intuitive, and efficiently achieved. So usable. That things that product should be usable. You are carrying a pen, and that pen is not even when you are trying to write something, and then pen or cap is not opening properly or not closing. So that product is not useful sometimes. It will give you some bad experience. So real problem in solving useful that product, any website application or any product, but wherever you are looking around, sitting on a chair, that product is useful. If you, it is useful, that is a good experience. That is a good user, product. But it is not comfortable, not fulfilling things, objectives, there might be some user problem. And that makes you credible, like your perception, it will change your perception if it's designing good, it will be, it will give a good perception about that product. But when it is not, your perception will change and you will think about some alternative. So desirable, accessible, and valuable, these seven things are a foundation and a seven pillars of any product or application or services. So here I am giving with the example to make you better understand. Like let's examine how seven UX factors works in practice. So if we must have some any app where we need a doctor, we looking for a doctor or we looking for a medicine to deliver. So here I have taken an example, an appointment with the doctor application where I have to take an appointment. So what happened? Findable. By how findable work? If you are able to easily book appointment button prominently placed and home screen where you open the app and you find easily book appointment. That is findable. Like you came on the application, and your objective is to book an appointment with the doctor. So first is where to go. If you get easily the book appointment, that is good. Find it. So that product is findable. You're satisfying the objective, particular objective, not whole objective. Credible. If doctor profiles included verified, like if you have booked appointment, but you are still finding the good doctor. So if there is verified doctors and with the entire whole details about the like patient reviews, hospital information. So it boosts you, it fosters in you like credible credibility towards that application. This application is and recommendation and content is really reliable. We can rely on it. So big math doctor profiles include verified credential, patient review, hospital affiliations. So using secure HTTP protocols display trust that to build user confidence. Third one is desirable example. The interface uses warm color. So desirable is what? Like friendly illustration, empathetic micro copy, like we are there to help you feel better, to create. So actually desirable is what? Desirable is you when you are landing on the application or a page, you are feeling more comfortable and soothing. The soothing colors is there, where architectural illustration is more empathized, like some quotes and some contents where it makes you feel better. So that design, that application drives you towards the empathize. Accessible. Fourth pillar is accessible feature is support screen reader. Suppose I'm visually not perfect, I'm visually impaired, or my uh, my motion neuro, I am not able to move my mouse or finger on the screen. But there is some feature which supports who are disabled or who are not able to mostly disabled or any physical challenge person. So that features it provide the accessibility to those users who are disabled or special child, and we are providing some features who can help. So that is accessible where make the user for that application is accessible for those also. Fifth is valuable benefit. So user saves times avoiding long queue while clinic reduce no show optimized scheduling. The app sends reminder and help tips. So valuable is like you are getting on time notification. You are notifying like what is the how many waiting period is there. So actually there is someone who guiding you time by time. So it will benefit like you will save time, you will be prepared according to the situation. So that is valuable for that one, which gives to the user a value. Six is useful. So user can book, reschedule or cancel appointment, view prescriptions and consult doctor via video. So useful is what like useful. There is a multiple options feature provided by that application, which if suppose I'm I'm planning to visit offline like directly to the hospital, but somehow I'm not able to reach and I stuck in a traffic jam and I want and under schedule I wanted to interact with my there is also video option where I can get interact with my doctor. So if there is a feature already, alternative feature, then that is useful application. We can say and that product is fulfilling your objective. And seven, not the least, but last seven is streamlined book flow. Like it is talking about the usable design. So design is like properly placed uh, layout, navigation, and through the journey, like booking through the visiting or getting consultancy, confirmation from the yes, you have scheduled or you have booked your appointment. So from start to end, that is usable design. Properly guide like through the navigation or through the confirmation from the uh, uh, what say any executive or hospital staff or application staff which provide you confirmation, notify you through the message, that is usable design. So who is UX designer? Now the next topic is. So now we have understand the in the last session what is UX. Now we will understand who is UX designer. So we have talked about problem or any usable credibility pillars, something like guidelines and the product useful or whether it is useful or not useful. But it is totally depend on the designer, who the person who is going to design that application. So UX design is what? It is a researcher, first UX designer, research how people feel about the things they use and live with. This information will improve products and make them more easier to use. So this is totally before designing. We are talking about the research part. And research is what? Like people emotion, feeling, and requirements. They conduct research, discuss findings with teams, and monitor projects to ensure their findings are implemented effectively. So research, and then before building or developing the product, they do the research part. They discuss with the findings like the solution which they are proposing to the business or to the user. So there is a brainstorming going on with the team, and then they iteration like testing, monitoring, like giving a task to any random user and asking to meet the requirement to complete this task. And while completing the any task by the user, the researcher observes where the user is facing issue, where it is taking time, how it is getting easy, where it is easily finding, where is it stuck. So these are the monitor criteria where you any UX researcher stands and observes the things, and then they provide ideas based on the research metrics or research reports. So the goal is to help create design. The user designer is what? Like actually a design that feel neutral, makes sense, and actual work for people. So it's mainly the UX designer is filling the gap between the product and the user, and also the business objectives. Like if business requirement is something which not fulfilling, then there is a gap. Like UX designer has to work on that area. So bridge the gap between user needs and business objectives. So this is all about the UX designer who design the product and step build an iteration or propose the solution to the end user. Uh, if you talk about the trend growing in the market about the UX designer, so we have research in a blooming market strategy value. India's, if I have researched in few countries like UK, US, and India, India's UX designer market experienced rapid fleet growth driven by the increasing recognition, critical strategy value, and digital income. Actually, there is a research group, McKesson. So McKinsey is provided some research report where they have concluded graph in past 20 years there was a UX designer not even existing that time that day. Actually, there was a graphic designer, there was a website designer. These two terms were in the market technically, but later on, actually, boom UX gradually in 2000 to 2025. UX is everything now, whether it is a product, whether it is a application, whether it is a service, if you are anything, if you are using any product, if you are getting any service like or booking a Uber or Ola cab, any local cab provider services, everything there is a user. You are trying to get the service. If you are satisfying, fulfilling the objective that service provider by your service provider fulfilling your objectives, that is your good experience. If not, bad experience. So UX designer is laying everywhere in the market. It is growing a very drastic changes comes now. Like from 2000 to 20,000 now, there is a billion requirements. I will say billion trillion. And what actually impacts in your career? Like everyone is exploring towards the career opportunity in the US. So these factors also evolving different domains like every healthcare, transportation, insurance, banking, medical, IT, technologies, everywhere, automobile, everywhere there is a demand in UX designers. So let's understand. Next topic is user psychology in UX design. So here I will discuss about some situation how users are while interacting with any product or service. How their psychology is how they are behaving. So generally we think about users' habits and inclination when interacting with web apps, mobile applications, or any product have extensively studied. User often we have little patience for delay and demand. Fast result in today's digital landscape. Understanding user psychology is a crucial for creating experience that resonate human behavior and expectations. So, user's emotion we have studied. We have studied the patience of the user and from user actually how behave in the delay and how behave in the complex result. So, what is their behavior when they are experiencing? So, we will talk about the psychology. So, let's here some patient problem example. Suppose you are traveling, you want to travel with a train, by train, and then passenger stand. You have seen you have definitely we have must seen that the passenger stands up and form lines before the train stops, showing anticipation and impatience for immediate. So here what we are seeing, like train is even yet to stop on the platform, but we rush before stopping to the door to catch the train, right? So we are impatient. So we are talking about the user is impatient. User is not patient to be waiting for that. So this is a psychology. If you have seen or experienced, like while boarding in a flight or boarding, travelers queue to remove before the train fully stops, demonstrating our need for immediate progress. Immediately, we have still the flight or announcement is not happening, like not announced for the deboarding or boarding, but you will have to stand up with on your seats and form the queue to get deboard. So this is another example of the impression. Traffic light, when we are driving on a bike or car, then traffic lights will stand. But we drivers start honking or move forward without adequate green signals. That's showing also impatiently and we don't want to wait. Similarly, while we are using any web application or a mobile application, user skips long forms. If you are trying to register on any website and there is a long form, you are not show your patient. You will skip and you will see the automatic options. Whether it is long form or it is not loading, it's taking time to load the website. Then it's not. I don't have the patient to do it for seconds. Then we move further. So this is actually a question problem where user psychology is observed, and that impacts three decision factors: to use your product and to lose your products, and that is emotion, user's mood, and user's attitude. If it is a good experience, then emotionally that user will connect with your product. They will be reliable. They will be reliable user for you and for business. And there will be strongly emotional connect, drive engagement and retention. That the user will change again. We will visit again and again same restaurant. If we have having a meal and we have good experience of that particular meal, then definitely the user will come to the restaurant again. Sometimes mood, like I'm feeling bad, but while using any game or application or interaction with anyone, I'm feeling my mood is like good. I'm happy, being happy. So I will come to use that one. To change my mood. So mood is right. It's a factor. It's decision factor. It's making decision towards the product, towards the business, and towards the food. So this is the factors: the attitude, mood, and so that user can set their mindset and approach, and product will influence. And this is all about the interface. Like user is interacting with anything, and he is feeling. Their users will change their mind, change their emotion, change their attitude towards bad and towards good also. So decision factor is mood, emotion, and attitude. So let's move see some good and bad examples. We will talk with some examples and where you will see like good and bad UX. So good and bad UX is depend on easy webs. Good UX depends on easy website navigation, instruction that makes sense without manuals, design that feels natural to you, smooth, simple, and satisfying interaction. So this is good sign when you are using any product or application. If your seeing all easily or finding out anything here. This point, this all point meets there. That is good UX. Bad UX, if the website is messy or confused user where to find any button or where to find any restriction or anything, there is no search or it is directly to different pages. So basic design is always confused. Randomly pop-up is appearing on the page is also irritating. Mobile apps more painful than helpful. Mobile apps, if you are downloading any app and you are trying to book an app and it is not there is no any such destination option, there is no any option which you downloaded and required to use that product. That is painful without rather than helpful. So user feeling lost, annoyed or giving or frustration is bad news. So we will see some more examples here. So this is the good UX example, like live example. You can also explore there, or you might have explored and come to this experience. So you have come across like while using Netflix, when you hover your mouse or hover your remote sensor towards the content of any video or short, there is a short preview display without sound, allowing quick content assessment without forced navigation. So what is happening? Just you selected any movie or it is the preview without sound is start playing. So what will happen? The user will see and understand the content of the movie or some trailers, so that their mind will be actually drive whether he or she wants to see that movie or video or not. So there is no mainly there is no here and there searching or finding or first going towards navigate first see the preview and then coming and playing pressing button to play. Their decision factor is just it is on the preview which application has provided the feature. So this is a good example. Another one is Dropbox. We must have used, please, if you not, then please try to explore that application Dropbox. There is very simplified navigation because this application is straightforward design that allows user to quick find files, upload files, store file or folder, any create file folder for files, and share it across the global without any confusion or complexity. So this Dropbox is very simple. There is nothing, any confusion or anything or any content which makes user confused. Another good example I have explored and observed that on a global navigation, fooding app. It is well-designed navigation system, enables easy browsing through restaurant categories, foods, meals, whatever. If there is a easily you will explore, download, you will explore. Once you will explore, you will easily navigate whatever you want. Just in a single or second, one or two click, you will get that. And there is services also very good and provided a good features. So this is my observation, which I have concluded here. Now let's talk about bad UX. I have explored a website, Wayfair. You also can try. So once you will go on the website, you will see that and the navigation with the sub menu landing page is good. Okay, but once the drop down menu, once your mouse will touch on the main menu, there will be a drop down menu on the entire page cover. The entire page will cover by the drop down menu with sub menu and messy contents. So this is what the user is hovering on the like user long drop down. What is impact here? The long drop down menus rely on hover action. So hover is there should not be hover action. That should be clickable action. But because your by mistake your mouse is going up, again that page will cover, entire page will cover with that menu again and again. So this is causing the overwhelming due to size of the content, then density and layered sub menus required repeated navigation paths. So user will get frustrated and confused. So totally impact is here. It will confusing experience and that can lead fewer clicks, reduce purchases and decrease customer satisfaction. So business will be impact or business objective will be impact. Yeah. Because of the navigation and navigation is on a hover action. So I have observed and covered like this is also a good and a reputed website is here. Actually, this business is based in the furniture and decor item. So this one is a bad experience. Another more bad example, Sam, going to there is a Jara website I have explored where it looks high-end fashion design magazines, but use it teeny text. And this is also live. You all can explore websites. You will experience the same. This magazine is a hidden hamburger menus and lacks breadcrumbs, sorting tools making shopping frustrating. So business impact is totally because of the bad user experience. Less purchasing, less reduce of the customer interaction, reducing the customer retention will be definitely good. Another example, WhatsApp. We all are must using WhatsApp, and there is a delete feature. I think now they have improved or not, but yes, there is some delete feature, and delete feature is what the delete feature for everyone. Feature is still showing deletion notification, defeating the purpose of creating awkward situation that fuel overthinking. So here, what is my intention was I have deleted that content, but I don't want to show that notification to the end user because the curiosity will build what he or she has deleted. So again, I felt that there is some improvement scope. If I have deleted, then my intention is to delete and without knowing to other end. But here the purpose of the awkward is still there. And that person can overthink about that situation. CNN is the other reputed and media sites where you can just log or explore this website. On the top header, you will find a slow site's internet content. It is loading and it is taking time. So still you can currently also you can see that there will be on the top the loading time is quite it should be improved. It is long time to load taking. So this is the bad experience which any user can get into. So this is bad example of the website. Now we will talk about the power of UX design, because UX design based on some guidelines, research, and solution for the end user. So here, the power of UX design, we will talk about the latest trends. So earlier, if we are going to any restaurant or buying anything, they are providing on the application or on the website. So this was the design in the left side. It is confusing, like account, current balance, monthly growth, last sales, and here. So it is here. What is actually confusion? It is very plain text with no visual hierarchy, hard to scan quickly, date and label are less readable, and no visual emphasis on key numbers. Like monthly growth, we are showing 28%. But once we are reading this, we have to closely read. We have to spend some time to understand this content. And just beside, we have redesigned using a strategy of the UX design and latest design trends. We have designed this. So here, board balance, my balance account balance, something is I have so in a board like current balance is $7,800. Icons indicators. We have used the icons to indicate the growth, whether it is upward or downward. Modern look. The design is overall a modern look, which appealing to the end user. And friendly dates, like 3 weeks ago. And just it is a 10 here in the left side, you will see last sale 10 July 20. So user has to calculate in their mind, like user have to think again. But here it is totally simple, 3 weeks ago. So this is what a power of UX design. Let's move on another example. A card with the portfolio we have seen somewhere, like this is the early trend where name of the portfolio member of like this, an email and overall their performance and everything matrix is we were showing like, but now the we have made or build it in a better way. So after research and design and user emotion, based on this guidelines, we have designed this way. So here overall progress we are showing, and last week, last month, and user profile names and email. So we have prioritized and hierarchy, defined hierarchy here. Okay, what exactly we want to display to the end. So we have categorized and prioritized the contents based on needs. Second one, here we are displaying a product and with the same everything is same, but how it is easy for the user, like product name, everything is same, but here we have action button. We are talking. The UX designer has explored and observed, like if user wants to increase the product, so which one is better? Here it is a single click. User can click on a minus or increase or decrease the product title in a single, without any without any change or without any dual interaction or double interaction. But in this right side, user has to click on a drop down first, and then there is a 4, 5, 6, and that box will drag towards the bottom side. So what will happen? User will not able to use that. User will get irritated. So this one is the left side is better design without any glitch. Consistency. While designing anything, we have to think about the consistency throughout the application. So here I have given example with the icon or the icon. Like icon should be either filled or lined icon, not mix. Because there is a purpose. If you are using field is a focus, great for active state or primary action. This is the rule for the field button. But outline is secondary item. It is a neutral element in a UX standards guideline. So if you are using field, then use field for the whole. But if you are using line, so use icon line with only, not field and not mix. Don't mix here. So stick on the style, one style, whether it is field or line. Keep navigation consistent. Use the same icon in nav bar and menus. Because if you have used in the bottom area this icon and in the top navigation there is some different icon that will not work. That is not a good UX. Throughout the website, throughout the application, you have to stick on this. So field icon are easy to use where clarity matters. So again, here consistency and the icons category you have to decide before develop because there is a different purpose outline where I have to use and in field icon where I have to use. It is totally on your requirement. Again, there is some technical things which I am discussing here about the good power of UX. When we have seen a card with the border radius, rounded corner, but there is a science, I would say, and design science is say like if outer are not equal to inner are, this area in the red highlighted is not equal to the green highlighted area because there is a gap between some pixels. So actual best guideline rules of the design, UX design says like 24 pixel we have given for the outer round, then inner round would be the gap between the inner and outer, like 8 pixels here, then 8 pixel plus 16 pixel equal to 24 pixels. Then it would be equal. This is not equal. 24 pixel outer side and 24 pixel inner side. This is not equal. So your design will not be as per the design guidelines. This is a bad UX. So outer radius equal to inner radius plus padding. Padding of outer radius. So this is technical guidelines. Fonts. Let's fonts and space. Here fonts and space are talking here. So if we are designing any card, so UX design follows the guidelines of the fonts and alignment spacing. There is a grid structure we have to create. There is a different topic actually in detail we will further understand and learn about that grid structure. So here I'm saying like when we are designing any product card, so this entire space is for the product image. But Their descriptions and details content are linked just below the product. So headline is the product name, sub-headline is the product features and product subheading. So space between this, how many space between this should be there is some standard guidelines which designer has to provide during the interface architecture design. Again, the font size of the description is so there is some divided calculation rules we have to follow. So here set a clear font hierarchy. I have given a with a as per the standard guideline. Suppose I have placed the headline 20 pixel, then my subheader should be after calculation 14 pixel and the content should be 12 pixel. But again, the primary a call to action button, CTA button should be again 14 pixel according to the subheading. Subheading, headline, font size, and my call to action button text size will be same. So it will scale, it will readable and balanced. Now we will talk about here the next chapter. Topic is UI versus UX and CX. So UI versus UX, we have much heard about UI, we have much heard about UX and CX. So there is a difference. Actually, some in the industry also there is some confusion, huge confusion among the industry requirement of they write UI UX. If I have to hire a UX person, but still I am writing UI UX, that is not same. UI is not UX, or UX is not same. The requirement that the person who is a UI designer is totally different. UX designer totally different. Their profile, their job roles, and their skill sets are not matching. There is a 60 to 80% differences between them. But yes, these all are part of one umbrella, that is the digital solution. So UI, UX, CX is comes under the digital solution umbrella. So here I have categorized and distinguished between them all here with the graphical representation. UI design, whatever you are interacting, suppose we are interacting with the Zoom application here. We are clicking on the navigation like audio, mute, audio on. This is an interaction. I'm interacting with this application. My video, I'm putting off, I'm putting on. Okay, I'm confirming any or I'm chatting and texting message, sharing my screens. These all are UI. UI interface, what you see, interact with, focuses on buttons, colors, fonts, images, layout to create visual appealing, easy to use interface. So once you are interacting with product, that is UI. But while interacting, you are having experience. How easy I'm unable finding, how easy I'm finding my audio button to mute and unmute, how smooth my application is rendering, how application loading is a theme while using this, while interacting with this application. So user experience is feel, is emotionally attached, empathize, user-centered design. Actually, UX is user-centered design. Usability, prototyping, emotional connection is a UX. While CX, customer experience, overall brand impression. If you are buying a shoes of Adidas and you are seeing advertisement, that is that advertisement making a perception towards good or bad. While interacting with the customer showroom or showroom visiting a showroom and interacting with the customer during the purchase is a customer experience, and that customer experience or impression you will carry throughout your journey or life. So customer
Excuse me,
experience,
Mr. Uday.
yeah,
You have 10 minutes until it's done, yes. So maybe you can
sure.
apa ya? Lebih
So,
dipersingkat, maybe 10 minutes again, okay?
okay,
Thank you. After this, we will continue to the Q&A section. Thank you, Mr. Uday. Please uh, lanjut.
okay. It's not, I'll not take long time. No. So UX design, we have discussed user interface. The look and feel of the product is a UX. What it means, UI. UX is overall experience of using product, and customer the full journey of a brand. So I think this is the second last chapter of the topic, UX design principle. So there is a principle guidelines of the design. The design should be simplicity, organize the content, alignment is spacing, consistent is the key, and user friendly fonts, which we have also touched in the last topic. So here I will take you with some examples and definition. Like if you are seeing a hero banner or a landing page where it is keep simple and straightforward is a simplicity, the first rule of the design principle. Simplicity, everything, every page, that look and feel is not important, but simplicity where user can land and easily understand your product. So remove anything that makes interface confusion or miss. Keep it clear, easy to use and clean. Use soft color and simple brown color or mid color. Here, here there's like a font size, alignment, right? So this is the second. Organize the content as per the easy to understand or hierarchical orderly interface should be. There is some rules like as we discussed earlier in the last slide. There is some calculation. If 4 pixel and multiply, ensure all spacing values multiply with the baseline. So if I have designed a space line or a grid structure of with the 4, then multiply with the 4 to 8. Make sure the interface as well organized structure and key. This will create a user experience big of professional use by establishing clear. So gap between anything should be multiplied by 4. And here I have given another example. Like I have created a button and button content is my center align. So my top align and bottom align should be 16, but left and right align is 72. There should be equal distributed. And the here in the card, if you have I have highlighted with the light blood uh, red color is a gap that shows the hierarchy. Like left, if you see 24 pixel, 24 pixel, 24 pixel padding over on the card, then I have to distribute accordingly. With the multiplier into 4. Again, consistency. If we are designing any product throughout the web application or pages, we have to keep consistent. Like I have given a card, sub card header, headline with the green headline. So the content, button, color, board, everything should be the same. If I have used orange, then I can use the orange. And it should be related with each other, not confused. Here in the wrong example I have given, suppose I have heading in a button is color different, This second head card is different color, gray color, and third one is light color. This is wrong practice. So having style and interactive elements through the interface helps user feel more familiar, trusting, and confident to navigate throughout the page. Again, user-friendly fonts. There is some base rules of design principle. If you are using sans, then use serif plus sans, not use serif plus serif. Don't use sans serif plus sans serif. If you are combining script plus sans serif, then there will be script for sans serif. So here is I have designed the rules and guidelines. This is the wrong in the right side. Sans serif plus sans serif is a wrong combination. Script plus script is also wrong because it plays a very vital role in image product. So consistent with your brand and for fast loading with also you have to choose the font where the where is available like a cloud, Google Cloud. I will recommend here. The Google font is very useful and dependable manner you can use for. The last topic is our usability benefits. And while here we will, while personal preference and initial impression are important, true product success is measured by how effectively users can achieve their goals. Usability metrics provide a data-driven approach to evaluate and improve user experience. There is some rules for this approach. So you have suppose you have designed an app and you like it, but your designer you like it, your designers also like it, but your mom or any friend they don't like it, or they've given a feedback, it is good, but really how it is good or bad, it totally matters on your end user who is going to use that product. So there is some recommend user for the good and bad user. There is some measuring guidelines, which here minimum testing requirement of the success score is for reliable testing result a minimum of 8 user. Actual user, 8 user, that means actual age 8 user. Who is you have to randomly choose the 8 user and ask or give them a task to perform the task on your application, and then you are observe and prepare the report. So formula says like average.
Mr. Uday, are you still there? Sepertinya Mr. Uday ada kendala teknis. It looks like he left from the meeting. Oh no. Mr. Uday still with us? Okay, here he is.
Hi, sorry, I actually uh,
It's okay,
actually
Mr.
there
Uday.
is some disturbation disturb in power here. The power
Okay,
fluctuation and my
please
was down.
continue, Mr. Uday.
Yeah, yeah. So I have almost completed my session here because the last was should I The last was here. I was, I think, sure. Okay. Sure. Uh, can you see my screen now? Is it?
No, it's not shown here.
Sure.
Yes, it's now in our screen too.
Is it visible now? No. No.
Yes, yes, it is.
Yes. So okay. Fine. So this is actually the measure I was talking about, the formula of the success measure. So number of completed tasks divided by total number of attempts by the user. So 8 user average we as per the standard guidelines, but some our legends have recommended 20 minimum. So this is all about the minimum of testing requirement success scores of any product or application. So this is what I have done yet. I hope it was useful and worthy for you all students. Niken, this is the complete today session. Let me know.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Uday, for the insightful presentation and the tips, yeah, for some UX design. Okay, now we will move on to the Q&A session for all participants here. Please type your question on the chat box, or if you want to ask directly to Mr. Uday, you can raise your hand, and then we will please you to speak. Oke, silakan teman-teman, ada yang ingin bertanya tentang UI UX, mangga. Yang mau nanya langsung boleh raise hand. Kalau mau di comment section juga comment, chat box juga boleh. Ini ada satu ya. There's one question in the chat box, Mr. Uday. Halo,
Yeah,
selamat siang. Saya Jin of Cam. Oh, sorry, it's not the question. He's just confirmed that he can't turn on the camera. I think. Oke, next maybe teman-teman yang lain kalau ada yang mau tanyakan, silakan. Maybe from me, Mr. Uday, before we see the question from the students. I have lectured the topic about UI UX design actually, and I think some of the student is my students too. um, and we have what is apa ya namanya, kita menghasilkan, we produce an application, UI UX application, and then we publish it into the social media, and then we collect the correction if there's any comment, if there's any comment from the other, so we can correct it, and then we produce another one For the I'm sorry if my English is bad, yeah, Mr. Uday.
No, no, it's actually I
No.
got your point. Like the question is
Okay.
if someone
Yeah.
is build
Okay.
the application
Yeah, the
and
we
they publish
built
there.
the UI UX application and then we publish it into social media and we waiting for some comment from the other. If
Yes,
there are some comments, the
some
positive
comments.
comment to
Yeah,
the design, we can correcting the design and then we can produce
prove the
the better one, maybe
yes,
like that.
yes.
Uh, so
So
many students here, I think they have a good taste in UI UX design. Maybe this in this event there is so much informatics student,
yes,
but they love to design too. So yeah, I think they just shy not to ask here to you. But they really have so much. They have so
content.
much good in taste to the design. Uh, but I don't know. They muted today. Don't
See,
want to ask you a
I have
question to you.
yeah, Nikhil, I have see. There is a basic rules like once you start design, first
Mhm.
you have to understand for whom you are going to design. Who
Yeah.
is your end user? What is the exact requirement of that user? So there is some, as I said in the initial slides, like user design. Who is user designer? Who does UX designer is a researcher first.
Yeah.
Then he start design. So he has to research about the business product. Who is
Yes.
business? Suppose uh, designing for the University of Bandung, Technology Bandung. So
Yes.
what I have to do here? I have to understand like I have my admission uh, section should be easy. My information of the new batches or students or my new courses should be easy and informative so that outside of the world anyone visit our websites he or she can easily understand what exactly this university is and what the course provided by this university. So my end user is who the students who wants to join BTech or any engineering course or any computer IT, any courses, okay, related to computer information technology. So this is actually my user. So my age should be like between 20 to 25. Right? The most of the students are who is going to join the bachelor degree. Their age should be 20 to 25 between the age. Their geographically should be like near about 200 kilometers of my university or maybe 500 kilometers of it. So what is geographical areas? So this is there is some basic factors which we have to make note down and understand their education, their geographical needs, uh, language barrier. Like if I am staying here and in the remote, any student who is coming from the remote side of the any area in a Bandung, so their language barrier should be. So what application my website should be provide such a information that can guide to those students who are not able to understand. So actually, what I'm trying to try to tell, like I have to think about the user because UX is a user-centric approach, user-centric design. We keep user in a center, and then we have to design a product, and we have to provide a feature for that user. User is seeking a restaurant, just surrounding to eat some uh, meal. So we have to design a product or a restaurant application for those restaurant where usually application meet the user expectation. So overall, user-centric approach is a UX designer approach. Should be. So any
User-centric approach.
user-centric approach. You have to keep user in the center and then decide if this user demands like the meal and I have to prepare or I have to deliver a meal. Doesn't matter where, however, it is from the Zomato, it is from the food delivery app, or you are cooking yourself and providing that because that user is your product user. So you have to satisfy them. So digital ones we are digitally trying to satisfy when there is a scope of building application, building websites, social media group content creating. So these are the approaches. So user-centric approach for any UX design to design before building, and when you design, so you have to test. Like you have designed and you just said like I have designed and I have published. Don't go in hurry. Don't jump in just you randomly select your in your family. Just pick those who can interact with the digital and just ask them to fill the register and observe how it is the application is working for those users who is going to register on my website. So whether he is facing the issue or in which section he is facing issue, you just observe. So this is a iteration approach. Actually, you have to iterate, you have to get feedback and iterate and improve that product design. So randomly you pick 7, 8 of friends, peoples with the different age, and ask them to perform this task. Gives different tasks, and you will get definitely a good feedback, a good input from them, and you will improve and then publish. Work on that, iterate, redesign your things, and publish finally. Of course, there is always improvement. There is a chance of improvement. So a good product designer is always think about the users, not about the product. So they keep observing every time. They asking for a feedback. Like we have designed, but if you we are interacting with the Zoom. In the last session when we will complete, the Zoom will ask about the feedback. How it was the interaction with Zoom because we are using Zoom. So Zoom will ask to improve feedback, and they will accumulate the all feedback and common feedbacks. They will find a number of feedbacks which is uh, increased. They will work on that. I hope I have given the answers or relative answers.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Uday. It's really insightful, and feedback is everything, yeah. Feedback is everything and makes our application, especially the UI UX design is getting better. Jadi teman-teman, feedback sama sekali, masukan, kritik, saran sama sekali jangan kita tepas gitu ya, tapi we have to listen the feedback from the user for our better application. Maybe
Yes.
like that ya, Mr. Uday. Oke, teman-teman ada yang mau ditanyakan? Guys, maybe if you want to have a question. Okay, there's one question in the chat box from Prabu Kiandamar. Sorry, I want to ask some question. Consistency is often said to be crucial in UI design, but sometimes breaking consistency, like adding an unusual animation or a surprising interaction, can be delight user. How do designers know when it's appropriate to break the rules of consistency without confusing user? Mr.
So
Uday?
yes. So I am also reading the question is, sorry, I want to ask a question. Consistency is often said to be crucial in your design. But sometimes breaking consistency, like adding unusual animation or a surprising interaction, can delight you. How do you design? Again, here, Prabhu, I would say, like, again, your requirement, your objective, like, you have to delight your user or you have to fulfill their goals, objectives. Because I have said, if if some products you have seen that looks very pretty, but that is not fulfilling your objectives or not fulfilling the major portion of your users objectives, then product is fail. But for few people, if it is delight, then it is not good good UX design. So what my concern is here, my answer would be like your objective and business objectives. If designing and business requirement asking to increase my product or sales, I'm not about worrying about the user coming here and exploring my website and going and seeking alternative websites. That is not my goal. My goal is to boost my productivity. So productivity can be boosted with the actual user who is actually purchasing, using your app and purchasing, interacting and purchasing, giving you some good, creating a revenue, generating a revenue for you. Because everyone has fulfilling, there has one objective to building a product, not entertainment. See, sometimes you said like animation, adding animation will feel good, but that decision will not make you transform you on purchasing factors. That maybe that your mood will make you feel good. You will feel good while using, but only feel good is not transforming you to purchase, boosting you to the towards the purchasing of the product. Maybe he will try for 7 days or try for a few days, and he will find some alternative, better idea, better animation. They will shift. They will not retain to you. So that is not reliable customer. Sometimes it can be entertained, but you don't focus out with your objective. If focus that animation is improving your business growth, then definitely that is helpful. But that is not impacting on your business objective or business goals or revenue, that is not useful. So you have to consider that user coming and interacting with my animation and purchasing or getting admission or getting anything which is my fulfilling the objective of this application, then that user is your user, actual user. Hope you got my point.
Oke, thank you Mr. Uday. Jadi kalau itu memang diperlukan dalam proses bisnis silahkan. Kalau misalnya cuman kayak nambah-nambahin doang, dipikirin lagi deh gitu. Apakah nanti dia akan ngaruh ke purchasement atau enggak gitu ya dari si aplikasi yang kita punya nanti gitu. Oke, Mr. Uday, thank you, and Prabu juga thank you. Maybe that's our last question for today, Mr. Uday.
Yeah.
Guys, we have now reached, yes.
You can mail me, you can ping me, WhatsApp, or no, don't worry. Any question, I am always available to all of you.
Can you type your email on the chat box? Ya. Oke, teman-teman silakan kalau ada yang mau bertanya lebih lanjut kepada Mr. Uday tentang UX, nanti boleh email beliau, nanti emailnya ada di kolom chat. Okay, guys, we have now reached the end of our session. On behalf of Universitas Teknologi Bandung, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to Mr. Uday Shakar Pathak for sharing his knowledge and expertise with us today. We also thank for all participants for your attention and active participation. Don't forget to register through the provided link to claim your 1 SKKM credit ya. Let us continue to learn, grow, and innovate together in this digital era. Thank you once again. Stay safe. And last, we have photo section. So for all the students, if you can on your camera, you can turn on the camera now because we want to take a picture. Okay. Boleh, yang lain silahkan dibuka kameranya on cam, kita foto bareng dulu ya. Oke, boleh admin bersiap ya admin. Saya babakan dulu. Oke, masih ada yang on cam, mencoba on cam. Kita tunggu dulu. Baiklah. Oke. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, next slide. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, next slide. There is 6 slides, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, last slide, maybe because there's another one that opened the camera. One last. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you, Mr. Huda and all participants
Thank you.
here. See you again on the other event, guys.
Thank you to all of the students. Thanks. It was really great pleasure and honor. Thank you very much for this session.
Thank you, Mr. Huda. Have a good day.
Same here. Same to you.